To the arena then, we have the two coaches. Is that Jack for Texas A&M?
That is Jack Krangle. He's a freshman.
And he's had a great year as well. He's made the World Youth Team that'll be going to Canada later in the year.
He's actually going to be, he's going to be competing with Christian Stoddard, who's on the World Cup team, who just came back from China. And he's been on a tear as well. Qualified first at the 2 World Cups. But he's a great addition to the team. And Joshua Beck, who's actually going to be in the gold medal match against our Alex Guerin from Texas A&M later. So, I'm really confident that our recurve junior men's team for Youth World Championships is going to be pretty strong.
So this is Texas A&M, Sawyer Sullivan, Jared Laux, University of the Cumberlands.
Another A&M versus Cumberlands matchup.
They're coming thick and fast now. And with an eye on retaining your title. You guys won the overall championship last year. How much was that? Obviously on an individual level, you win the individual events and you get those cumulative and it works towards the team. But how much of retaining the team title was a goal for you guys?
Oh, of course, it's always the goal. That's what we're training all year for. That's what we're all pushing for, is to win as a team. So, every match here is pushing towards that goal. Carson's helping out. Sawyer's doing his job. And, our next 2 matches, recurve, both have A&Ms in the gold medal match. And it's a pretty good showing for us. 5 of the 8.
Yeah, Alex and Catalina. And the first year for Catalina at collegiate level.
Yeah, and got team silver already. She got mixed teams later and individual later. So, she's already going to be walking away with 3 medals.
Not a bad week.
That's Sawyer with a 9.
Jared is, again, another of those larger-than-life characters. On their way to the final. Chase Herndon of Union Commonwealth University defeated by Sawyer in the semi-finals, 136-134. Jared with a 140-137 win over Elias Reyes of William Carey University.
I believe Sawyer's number 5 in the world. He competes with the likes of Matthias Fullerton, Mikey Slosher, and Jimmy. So, you can tell the conditions were rough out here at this tournament. And 136 is what it's taken to get to this gold medal match here.
Your host of this event, this has joint anniversary in.
I think Sawyer directly said this is probably one of the worst events he's ever shot. Worse than Ireland and worse than Germany, I believe is what he was saying earlier. He's like, the wind's just not consistent, the wind's just strong, and it's blowing you all over the place.
What? But also, is there an added pressure? Because, let's be fair, yourself and Catalina and Sawyer and Carson, you're international archers. So competing against your collegiate teammates, there's maybe a little bit more expectation. These are the guys that compete for their country. These are the guys that
we're expected to win. Carson and Sawyer have done their job. I kind of slacked off this week. No, all of us are shooting good. Let's see what the scores are right now. It looks like Sawyer's got a 1-point lead, 28-27 here.
You're the teaching student.
So who's going to make the most noise behind us, Texas A&M or University of the Cumberland? So Texas A&M have launched into their chance, as they say that.
Yeah, can I give them a boost over the mic here? Is that even fair?
I just wonder whether you're tapping your toes in rhythm.
Well, with a 10.
Sawyer with a 10.
Both these archers look super stable up here, really comfortable with their shot.
This is fighting. I'd have to 10.
Sawyer back-to-back 10s has a kind of a confused look on his face. Near them has been hit.
Not Sawyer! Oh, get it down! What's about?
A little bit of Bojitsu there, throwing the arm out. Doesn't quite catch it.
Is that 29 for Sawyer?
Yes, it looks like
To
it.
57.
It's not a thing.
Looks like they're talking about the timers here or something. With the
That buzzing.
buzzing. Yeah.
More score full enough for us to spay it out.
Waving to the crowd.
Listen, no,
All smiles.
let's hear it. It's on the left. Yeah, it's wild.
No smiles from Jared. He's
He's focused.
focused. And I think they're kind of looking down and trying to figure out how to make some adjustments.
Looks like a 29 from Sawyer for a total of 57.
Okay, me sure that's good.
29 from
Right, how?
Jared as well. So,
56. 1 point difference still. Going to the third end.
okay, still all to play for then. And we've got plenty more blue sky above, but
It's still chill.
the wind has not died down and the temperature is not increased. So it may look nicer, but it is still trying conditions for these archers.
See, Sawyer's all layered up here. Pants, jacket under.
Well, and again, from I imagine anybody that's played golf and archery again is how much can you get layered up before it starts to restrict your movement?
No, absolutely. I mean, compounds have a little bit more leeway. They have a little bit more of an open angle, steep angle on their strings.
Yeah, with the count.
So they can absolutely get away with a little bit more layering here.
Or with the 9.
Sawyer's got a little bit of a confused look on his face here.
It's that same look that he had the last end.
This one seems to have 2 9s. One out right, one out left, it looks like.
But I didn't know.
Jared with a 30 here has a chance to actually go up here in the match. Actually, he did go up.
I did.
Go up even more.
And Sawyer with the 9.
Oh, I think he's up 2 points here.
Yeah, 3 9s for Sawyer, 3 10s for Jared. And his sister Brianna will take on Catalina Ginoriega in the recurve women's final. That'll be coming up after this one. And you say you're in whose corner for the mixed team?
I'll be in Vanu and Cat's corner for the mixed team, just being their coach, kind of guiding them along.
I'm looking around at the Texas A&M. Is there? And I'm looking at Riley as well. Is she the kind of the ringleader, gets everybody started?
I mean, she's the club president, so
It's her responsibility.
it's
Yeah,
kind of her responsibility.
goes with the job.
We got Sawyer with a total score of 84. Jared with an 86. 2 point difference here, 2 ends to go.
This is a big end then. This is a massive end for Sawyer Sullivan. And there's been a look of confusion on Sawyer's face. The expression hasn't really changed for Jared over the far side.
That looked like a solid.
Open with the 10.
Yep, that looked solid. Was a 10.
He still doesn't look happy though, does he? Still doesn't look quite on his game.
I mean, he's looking for perfection here. I mean, next up on our docket here is Turkey on Talia, where X's count as 11s.
Yeah, of course, yes.
And you're hearing 10, you're like, oh, I could be down 2 points here on this international circuit, but
Yeah, with the 9.
I mean, there you go, all squared away now.
Just in one arrow, disappears.
Well, like it's right.
Okay, that was better from Sawyer Sullivan.
Like Sawyer's locked back in here, so
I had a Jared with a 9.
I mean, it looks like Sawyer's back to leading the match by 1. I mean, in these conditions, I mean, you can swing back and forth. Oh, there's
Things flying around the table. The breeze picking up again. You see, it's not just the archers having problems.
Hey, both Sawyer and Jack are from Minnesota here, and they both look cold. I didn't know people from Minnesota were allowed to get cold.
We are huddled, and actually there's a little bit of heat coming from the sun. The sun's kicking off a little bit of heat, but you've got to be at the right angle, and I'm not sure many of us are.
Oh, I love this sport and I love this tournament.
And it is there, and I've often said to people of all of the events, and there's many wonderful events, but there's something special about the collegiate tournaments, and particularly this one.
Sawyer's out here checking his arrows. He's like, I think he's even swapping one out because he's like, that didn't hit where I wanted to hit. He's pretty dialed in.
And how much of that, you recognize an arrow, it's like, okay, that is it a superstition thing? Is it, that
it's
one
just a mental click. I mean, okay, this one didn't hit exactly where I wanted to. I mean, it could absolutely be the archer, but I mean, if you're switching out, it just gives you that extra little bit of confidence. I mean, hey, maybe he nicked the vein, maybe the knock was something, but I mean, just switching it out gives you that mental little bit of reset. He's like, this arrow's going to hit and to be ready. I mean, we're on the last set here. It's 114, 113. So, I mean, 1 point match here. Jared's going to shoot first, put the pressure on Sawyer, but like we said, he's also pretty battle tested here.
Yeah,
Sawyer can take a 2-point advantage here with a 10.
Sawyer with a man.
Looks like 9, just a little bit left. Strong wind, it looks like. I mean, look at these flags, they're blowing all over the place.
We're with a dot.
Okay. No. It's 131 for Jared.
Okay, 2 points in this last arrow. So, I mean, a gold for Sawyer at this point keeps it clean.
133.
We're with a 9.
No. 140 for Jared, the score he got in the semi-final.
I think
Then Sawyer with it down.
that'll go for Sawyer. Hug to Jack there, who's coaching the box and shaking hands between Sawyer and Jared.
Gold medal then for Sawyer Sullivan.
There he goes.
His hat to his teammates, Jared Laux with the silver, and he led at 1 point. Some fantastic archery also from the University of the Cumberlands. Texas A&M taking gold once again, as they did in the compound women with Carson Craig.
Okay. Oh, picture for Sawyer there right in the middle. Maybe I'll bomb it.
It wasn't plain sailing, and as you said, there were a couple of ends in between where he just looked puzzled, he looked confused. And what was that? Was that him not knowing what he was doing? Or was it him not knowing what
he
the
knows
conditions
exactly
were
what he's doing. I think it's a little bit of just making a good shot. Maybe it drifts more than you think it would. Maybe it drifts less one end. I mean, this wind is really inconsistent, it looks like now during this match versus some of the earlier matches. I mean, watching the flags, a lot more tailwind, headwind. I mean, pretty consistent right to left. Headwind, tailwind definitely is going to make a difference where your arrows are going to be hitting.
So, Jared picking up silver. His sister, Brianna Laux, also representing University of the Cumberlands, will take on Catalina Ginoriega, Texas A&M.